To what do we owe your
presence? I came
presence?
in for one reason today.
To bleep us.
One reason. I was required to come up with a proper Yoo-hoo-hoo.
Nice.
Yoo-hoo-hoo. In the memory of the late great Augie.
Yep.
Yoo-hoo-hoo. My phone would have been blowing up last night with yoo-hoo-hoos if the Augie had been around for that fiasco.
How do you blow a 26-point lead?
Twice.
Twice. The double choke.
Yes, it was a double choke. They were 26 ahead. Then they didn't score for 5:45 of the last 5:45, so they let them back in it.
Mm-hmm.
But then Memphis came out and was terrible. Mm-hmm. So you got her up to 25.
Yep.
And Memphis wanted to quit. They were just lollygagging around.
They had one foot in the nightclub already.
Yes. 52 seconds to go. You got the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You got the ball, and you're ahead by 21 at that point. And they figured out how to give Memphis 3 possessions in 52 seconds.
Unbelievable.
All they had to do is throw up a shot with 30, let them have 1 possession, and then have for the last 8 seconds. They gave them 3 possessions, and then Tyus came out and hit that hit that 3-pointer to start the 4th quarter, and all of a sudden they're going.
How big a disappointment is Towns?
In that game, he's had a great season, but this is a different animal. And last night, I don't know who to blame it on. I blame a lot of it on him, but taking 4 shots, it wasn't exactly like they were trying to throw the ball to him. It was really weird.
Kenny,
man.
8:32 a.m. from Reusse. Such, quote, Wolves had 26-point lead. Why can't they do that all the time?
Yes, right.
I can't do that all the time.
Yeah.
We have audio of Carl Anthony Towns in the press room.
Okay.
And then we have Charles Barkley commenting on it.
4 shots for you. Just what did you see out there, and why was it so hard for you to get involved?
How do you go about just trying to maybe pick guys up or pick the collective mood of the team up?
Go home, drink some wine, move on to the next day.
I can't believe his answers.
Carl Anthony Towns.
I like, yo, man, next question. Dude, this is like 2 times in the last week in playoff situations, you get more fouls than points and rebounds. And your answer is, next question, well, I'm just going to drink me some wine. No. That's bogus, man. That's total BS. Dude, you were the #1 pick in the draft. You're supposed to be a franchise player. You got to quit committing stupid fouls, but you got to play better, man. There's never excuse, never, for a guy who's an all-star to get 6, 5, and 5 fouls 2 times in a 2-week period in must-win situations.
God, I love
I
him.
told you, I picked Minnesota to win this series because they got talent, but they got no brains whatsoever. They got a coach who last game let his 2 best players get 4 fouls in the first half. Tonight, he led a 21-0 run, a 21-zip run in a playoff game, and did not call a timeout. He led a team who was up 21. They scored 21 straight points, and this dude did not call 1 single timeout. Like, man, it's just embarrassing. Like, if I'm A-Rod and those guys, like, no, man, this is unacceptable. That was ridiculous.
Oh, God, I love him.
I want him to be the president of the United States.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
He might have more harsh words for Putin than we would.
Well, he just doesn't. He's not a BSer. He's a straight shooter.
But one of his problems is he also doesn't exactly study everything about the NBA.
Who he play for.
And he also, about a month ago, admitted, I only watched 4 teams during the regular season. I can't stand to watch
But everything he said
else.
there was correct.
Oh, yes, it was. That's true. And last week, he really lit him up. And his whole spiel last week was post him up down by the basket, which...
that's not really his game.
That's not his game. But after last night, I'm not quite sure what his game is because it wasn't taking threes. It wasn't.
No.
They ran him off that line. You know who else is a bit of a phony? Our team leader, Patrick Beverly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that guy can, he's, as the game is getting away from them, he comes into the game and they put him down in the corner, and he's open down in the corner. Patrick, you know why you're open down in the corner? They want you to shoot.
Yes.
Because you're going to hit a rock. You're going to throw a big rock up there. He missed 3 shots down the stretch that he should have passed the ball to somebody else. And he'll also hold the ball for 15 seconds when they get to him.
What about
Now,
explain what Barkley said that Finch didn't call a timeout?
No.
I have
21
no idea.
points.
Did he? I didn't listen
Well,
to him.
keep
Did he
in
give
mind.
you an answer?
No, that I don't know, but it was 2 different quarters. So I'm not that I'm letting Finch
Yes,
off the hook by
yes.
any means, but it was 2 different quarters.
Actually, when it started, but it was only the last minute of the third quarter.
Correct,
Then
but
it
in the
was
fourth quarter, that's when he needed to call a
That's a
timeout.
But that
self-inflicted
was-
loss.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. We're going to the plans to raise a statue to Chris Finch have been delayed after last night. That's for sure. I think he's one of those guys that I don't want to show my team that they should be in a panic, but they should have been in a panic.
Right.
You
Well,
know?
and once they were down, you knew they were cooked. Once Memphis took the lead. At least that's the way I felt. I thought they got no shot at coming back in this game.
Yeah, and they agreed with you.
Yeah.
They were all afraid to take. I mean, Edwards, who we've been just praising, you loved him last week, and for good reason. He couldn't make a shot either.
But he's also 20.
yeah,
You
yeah, he's also the number 1 overall draft choice.
True, but I blame this all on Cat. This loss is on Cat. And
I don't blame it all on Cat. I think he had a lot of help. And, you got to call a timeout and say, okay, we're going to run this for Cats. But he will get some stupid fouls. When he gets the foul that he doesn't like, then he goes and gets another one to see if they're going to call it or not, so he can really get mad. So he's not a brain surgeon. You know who his girlfriend is now?
I don't.
She's what do we call those young ladies on Instagram that have a lot of followers?
Influencer.
Influencer.
I don't know, Pat.
Jordan Woods. She used to be the best buddy of one of the Jenner girls.
Isn't she a Tiger relation? Isn't she related to Tiger?
No, she's not related to Tiger.
I thought she was.
She knows a plastic surgeon, though, I'll tell you
Think
that. Yes. Those things ain't natural.
Yeah.
I did see a great tweet. It was from a national scribe that basically said they showed the picture of A-Rod and Lori on the sidelines having a beverage, celebrating, and it says, breaking. A-Rod, Lori now want out of the
Yes.
Timberwolves deal.
I said that they told Glenn to keep the $250 they gave him so
We're
far.
good.
He's gone. I'm out. I'm done with you guys. A-Rod apparently stormed out in the
Really?
in the middle of the fourth quarter and never came back.
Really?
He was not taking it well. Yeah.
Well, A-Rod, welcome to being a Minnesota sports fan.
Yes.
Were
And
you,
especially this team? Here's what's amazing is this was the team that our boys have been a joke for the
better part of 3 decades.
They popped up, but 04 they were in the finals, and since then pretty much a joke. But now this team kind of showed something, and that had changed. Except now there's more people laughing at them than at any time in their history.
Right.
The nation is guffawing at us, right?
Man, they stupid.
Stupid as rocks.
Were you as surprised as I was yesterday that Buxton was in the lineup?
Well, DHing.
I know.
I'll bet $5 he's not playing tonight because it's cold and wet.
Well,
right?
if they even try to get it in.
Speaking of that,
They're going to play.
you
I forgot.
asked,
Yeah.
and I have provided.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Here's today's Buxton update.
What the hell is that?
Who the hell was that?
What is that?
I forgot to look up his name. It was from an emailer because Joe had wanted a daily Byron
Buxton.
Buxton.
Well, I was giving one
sounder.
every day. There won't be one today because he was in the lineup.
Because he was in the lineup.
Yeah.
He had a big impact. They won.
They had a hit. He had a
They
hit.
went out and got
he had a hit.
And they went out and got a run.
That's
Damn it.
right.
They
That's
won. They
right.
got a run. They
By
got
the way,
another run.
Sean is the one that provided that sound.
Nice work, Sean.
He says, I don't want to skim off the Reusse tagline cash cow, but this pops in my head when you mentioned
Here's
Buxton.
today's
Buxton update.
What are we not supposed to play tonight?
It doesn't look good for the
Well, I
forecast.
can
does it?
tell you, I'm going to look at my phone.
Here's what's wrong with this bleeping state.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. count the waves.
High Saturday, 73.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, okay,
Let's
out
go.
of it. We're out of it. Come on, yay, yeah. Let's take a walk around the block or some damn thing. Next day, 47. 47.
Yep.
30% chance of rain at game time.
Although I didn't think they played that Dodger game the other night, and they got that one in. So
40% chance, but no chance of rain at 8 o'clock. Then
Well
it goes
played.
back to 40%.
Well played.
hey, by the way, this Joe Ryan can pitch.
Yeah, he's okay. Yeah, he throws strikes, and they.
You know what else he does? When he gets the ball, he's ready to go.
Yeah, he does throw it rather rapidly.
Where'd I
that's
put
for
this,
sure.
Pat?
Hey,
What's going on with hockey?
Kenny,
man?
yes, sir.
baseball. Keep on baseball for 1 second. I can't remember the team. I saw the picture. 2,000 people in the place,
Probably Oakland, I believe.
Yeah.
Oakland got rid of everybody. They basically did
including the fans.
Yes,
I mean,
they did.
they showed a picture. Nobody.
No, and poor Cleveland, which is going to win the AL Central again. By
You
the
think
way,
so?
Because they have pitching, and they got guys at the top of the
You
order.
think they're going to
that get
beat
on
the
base.
Whiteys?
Now, Whiteys are overrated.
Okay.
You see,
I
what
haven't seen him play
you
yet
see
at
what
all.
Robert is hitting?
No.
150. They better change his name to Robert.
Which, by the way, means he's going to hit 400 against us the rest of the year.
I don't know, but Cleveland has got 12 people. The weather has been crappy, but baseball's also got a serious PR problem. That's
All right,
for sure.
hockey. Kirill's at 44 for the season. Do you think he hits 50 before the playoffs?
No.
Deport them. We're not letting the Russians play at Wimbledon.
Wimbledon.
Why the hell are we letting them play hockey
Could
over
you
here?
imagine?
Pat, I had a big story printed out on Guy Lafleur, and I can't find it.
Did you
We
leave it on
lost-
the printer?
We lost Guy. No, I brought it from home. We
He
lost Guy
died?
Lafleur.
Really?
Age 70.
70.
Lung cancer.
Wow.
Another
cigarette.
smoker.
Yeah, Mike Bossy.
4 straight cups in the 70s he led that club to.
I don't think.
Just like Bossy led the Island to 4 straight cups in the 80s.
Yeah, the Flower was another. They got 2 Flowers. He was the original
He
Flower.
was
right?
dashing.
I don't know if I was ever in their locker room when he was smoking. I always remember the smoke. Dennis Savard, was a very impressive smoker, but another guy that the lung
Here
cancer
it is.
got him.
Here's my piece on him. Yeah. I knew I had it.
Reed was telling me now Goldie had other problems, obviously, but Goldie liked those heaters too. He said he'd be in that locker room and going like
But
crazy.
we're losing hockey players right and left. That's amazing.
You know what?
He was one of the guys.
We're losing a lot of people I covered, which I'm not sure what that means. But
Me too. I keep looking at their ages thinking, wow, we were the same age when I covered you.
yes, right. There's
Jeez.
a few, but you know what? Norm Macdonald has assured me. What is life? What is it going to be like when you're dead?
Yeah.
Same as when you were born. Before you were born.
Right.
Just don't worry about it. You won't be
Yeah.
sitting there fretting it, you know.
Right.
And if there's a hereafter, I got the 9 First Fridays to take a shot there.
Oh, you've told us that.
He's one of the
Still hanging your hat on that.
Hanging
One
my
of the-
hat on
one
that,
of the
Kenny.
players
If they're lying
our
about
team.
that, they're lying about everything, Kenny. That's my theory. That's my theory.
I think it's Oberman that might agree with you. That says all the commies need to go home. Isn't it Oberman?
Oh, really? Is he
Yeah,
campaigning to get him sent
It was
home?
either Oberman or yeah. It's Keith Oberman said the same thing on his Twitter account this week.
Why did he come up recently? What was he involved with?
Oh, once a week he drops a bomb.
Repping Tony Dungy.
That's what it
He-
was.
He's like a violent, rotten, evil version of Reusse. Reusse, you troll, and you're clever, and people don't realize it sometimes. But this guy just throws the most outrageous, asinine things out on Twitter, and then he steps back and watches, his account explode.
Lafleur was diagnosed with lung cancer in 2019 when tumors were discovered by doctors performing emergency quadruple bypass surgery.
Wow. Okay. Well, Kenny, I'm glad you bring that up of people not always getting my very clever Twitter stuff.
God, it's so fun to watch.
Because
I love it.
the Twins won the Green Glove. The Green
Oh, I
Glove.
forgot to bring this up
We
to Joe.
We talked about it yesterday.
The Green Glove.
Didn't we?
for turning over their refuse, basically, right?
The greenest stadium in
Greenest
all
stadium
the
in
land.
America.
When were we talking about? We talked about that Monday?
Yes, but
We did.
I think so.
I tweeted that this team is doing all it can to help by making attendance so pathetic there'll be a lot less garbage to take care of.
Oh, I missed that one.
That's a
How'd the
fine-
masses like
I got
that?
like 3 responses. These dummies don't get it.
They don't get it.
No, they don't get it. I thought, boy, this would be funny, and then I just sat there like a big old wart.
You know what?
Didn't do anything.
I didn't know that it had been a couple of years since I've been at Target Field. So the bride and I took the boys a couple Saturdays ago against the M's. That center field area that they redid,
Yes.
it's basically a giant food plaza.
Yes.
That's really cool. Have you been over there?
And yeah, and I go to the Red Cow out there once in a while. But but that's about the only thing that's got people in it at this time of year.
Well-
You got people in dead center field.
Well, that and in the summer, there's plenty of shade in that area too, which is cool.
We have a 9 p.m. start for the playoffs tomorrow night in Target Field.
which means 9 Target Center,
Target Center.
9:15.
Are you there tomorrow night?
No, hell with them. I'm done with them. Dropped a bunch
See you
of
at
that.
Fort Myers.
See
he
you at
says.
Fort Myers. See you next year. I do love the fact people want to trade Cat now. Okay, all righty. That's good enough. You know, he might solve that problem for you and tell you.
How lubed up is that crowd going to be?
That's going to be. See, the crowd last night didn't boo them, right?
Right.
They just kind of were.
Well, we were booing
warm.
Tyus and Morant, though.
Yeah, but they were. But that was the, the friendly fans, the happy fans, right? Tomorrow night.
Oh, God.
The drunk fans, and if you go out and stink it out tomorrow night, they're
Get
gonna
ready.
let you have it. Baby.
Morant is like the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
He can't stand up.
No,
he just
no,
flops
he doesn't.
around, he
He
falls down,
goes to the free throw line.
falls down 35 times a game.
You know what I like is if I'm a little bit across the room and don't have the volume up, which I a lot of times don't.
Yeah.
You can always tell it's him by the hat.
He's got the spears in
the
his head
spear,
or
the
something.
thing going right up out of his head.
You know what's
It's great.
neat, though? Seriously, did you see him with his daughter? His daughter has the same hairstyle
He's a pretty
as
good
him.
player, isn't he?
Oh,
Yeah,
he's a great player.
He's great.
Where did he play in college?
Small school. What was it, Pat? It was
He's pretty good.
Murray.
Was it Murray State?
One of those. One of those. Hey, did you this? There's a lot of bad hairdos in sports in the NBA.
Yeah.
But the guy for them is it Brooks?
Yes.
That's got the shaved. And then
I
he's
don't
got
like that.
Then he's got the two things.
The
that
two
look
things
like
that hang
down. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting in your eyes, and that's it.
I don't like that.
You guys sound like you're describing a plant.
I've always said that, if he came up and asked for my billfold, I'd give it to him.
Oh,
but
yeah.
that
Yeah,
hat, man, I'd say,
Hey, I was just asking you about your car.
here you go. Yeah.
Reusse, I just stumbled upon the most brilliant Reusse tweet I have ever seen in my life. And you can't see the monitor. I wrote it down on a Post-it, so I'll always have
Oh,
this
God,
at
I
the
laughed
ready.
when I saw that, too.
From 4 hours ago, from Patrick Reusse, as we like to say in Murray County, I ain't seen nothing like that since the pigs ate my cousin.
We did say that.
That's
I ain't
brilliant.
seen nothing like that since the pigs ate my cousin.
That is brilliant.
I got to remember that one.
Oh, my God.
We had some bromides down there.
You going to the ballpark?
Yeah, I'm going to the ballpark, and I want to play. Let's go. Let's have a game.
All right, let's
Come
have
on.
a game.
Is it a four-gamer?
Does Kenny got something here before we check out?
I do. All right. Thank you, guys.